What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the debut album from the band Human Chunks, entitled Anatomical Artistic Deviancy. This is released on Nice to Eat You Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Houston, Texas, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very gory, perverse, natural-sounding style of brutal death metal. My first introduction to this band was by way of their guitar player, Daniel, who also happens to be a guitar player in probably one of my favorite Texas death metal bands going on currently, that band being Diminished. Very over-the-top, controversial, but yet they know how to get Texas death metal done properly. But with Human Chunks, this pretty much continues on in that same sort of path, but it's its own different sort of entity. From the guitar playing, to the drum work, to the differing vocal styles, I definitely like what Human Chunks brings forward to Texas death metal. And it's something I definitely noticed when I heard the promo and demo releases that this band put out prior to this album. Most notably a song entitled Charred Twat Delicacy. You could tell what type of death metal this band was once you heard a song like Charred Twat Delicacy, and it sounded really entertaining. And I wanted to know what else this band had to offer. And here we are with the debut full-length from Human Chunks entitled Anatomical Artistic Deviancy. It's 8 tracks, and it clocks in at around 28 minutes in length, and pretty much this is a no-frills TXDM sort of record. You're going to get a very solid package of musicianship going on with this record. From the way the songs are written, to the riff work, to the drumming, to the vocals, to even the John Zig artwork. I definitely think this is a solid piece of Texas death metal being presented here, and definitely recommended for any fan of that kind of style. Music-wise, this is definitely something that feels very natural and very clean sounding. I love the way that this mix and production is being handled here. It definitely makes every instrument sound as good as it does here. The riff work here by Daniel is very, very awesome. I definitely love the way that he handles the guitar playing here. You hear it on tracks like Spread 'em and Shred 'em, Intestinal Entanglement, and of course the album version of Charred Twat Delicacy. I definitely think this guy knows how to do the guitar very well when it comes to Texas death metal, and he definitely delivers a very awesome performance here. Very interesting leads, different chords, and just overall deliveries of riffs. I just think it definitely sounds awesome. He also handles the bass guitar work here too, and while I think there's a very good level of bottom end being done here for this album, more likely than anything this is a showcase for Daniel to showcase his guitar riff work here. And his riff work is definitely something that makes this album stand out on its own and sound really heavy, especially when it comes to the more slower slam riff orientated sort of parts. I really love that aspect of this record. Moving on to the drums, I really like the way that the drums sound on this album. It doesn't feel too overproduced or anything like that. This is definitely a relaxed and natural sort of drum performance. I love the fills, I love the crash and ride cymbals, I definitely love the blast beats. There is definitely a lot of natural variation and just overall calm, cool delivery when it comes to the drum work here. It's a very natural drum performance. I don't think anything was utilized or altered with the drums here. I definitely think it sounds very awesome, and definitely continuing on with this album's natural sort of feel and presentation. And when it comes to the vocals, I definitely love the vocal variety that's being done here. The main singer, he definitely he has a very distinctive vocal delivery to him. It's very guttural, very mid-gurgling sort of sounds, but his delivery is just very unique and definitely something to set him apart from the rest of many Texas death metal acts. This guy really knows how to handle the vocal work here. Very understandable, but yet a little undecipherable at times, but yet I think it's fun to listen to. Even the high-range sort of growls sound evil and demented too. And as per usual, when it comes to this kind of style of Texas death metal, I think the lyrical content is crazy and over the top. Especially the song Body Farm Fermentation. That song is pretty much the equivalent of taking a dead body and brewing it up for beer consumption. That's just really crazy and over the top, but yet I wouldn't expect any less from a band like Human Chunks. I definitely think that's one of the craziest songs to listen to on this record. So overall, if you're a fan of Texas death metal, I definitely would say give Human Chunks' debut album a shot. I definitely think it's awesome to listen to. There's a lot of great natural musicianship being presented here. I love the presentation, I love the artwork, I love the songwriting, I love the mix of everything. This is a solid piece of Texas death metal being presented here. So if I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Spread 'em and Shred 'em, Intestinal Entanglement, Charred Twat Delicacy, and Body Farm Fermentation. So I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to where you can listen to this album in its entirety. It is streaming on Daniel's YouTube channel. You can stream selected tracks by themselves, but I'm going to link you the entire full-length album so you can listen to it on its own and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. I believe you can purchase it directly through the label, or you can contact members of Human Chunks if you would like to purchase a physical copy. And I see a Severed Records logo on the back of the CD, so I'm assuming that this means it'll be available in the States for distro purchases, so keep an eye out for that. So I want to show you the album again. This is Anatomical Artistic Deviancy by Human Chunks. This is released on Nice to Eat You Records. Definitely check this out. I'm going to give this a very strong 8 out of 10. Solid TXDM debut, and definitely more great things to come from Human Chunks. So I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Armijo out.